History sparks with assuming example of famous people struggling for the feelings of importance. Even George Washington wanted to be called his mightiness, the President of United States, and the Columbus pleaded for the title Admiral of the Ocean and Victory of India. Catherine and the Great refused to open letters that were not addressed to her imperial majesty. And the Lincoln in the White House turned upon Mr. Grant like a tigress and shouted, "How dare you to be seated? How dare you be seated in my presence until I invited you?" Our millionaire help finance admiral our millionaire help finance Admiral Braid expedition to the Antarctic in 1928 with the understanding that range's icy mountain would be named after them, and the Victor Hugo aspired to have nothing less than a city of Paris renamed in his honor. Even Shakespeare, mightiest of the mighty, tried to add luster to his name by procuring a coat of arms for his family. People sometimes became invalid in order to win sympathy and attention and got a feeling of importance. For example, take Mr. McKinley. She got a feeling of importance by forcing her husband, the President of the United States, to neglect important affairs of state while he reclined on the bedside her for hours at a time, his arm about her, soothing her to sleep. She fed her growing desire for attention by insisting that he remain with her while she was having her teeth fixed, and the once created a stormy scenes when he had to leave her alone with the dentist while he kept an appointment by the John Hay, his Secretary of State. The writer Mary Roberts Rin had once told me a bright, vigorous young woman who became an invalid in order to get a feelings of importance. One day said Mr. Reinhardt, this woman had been obligated to face something her age perhaps. The lonely years were stretching ahead, and there was a little left for her to anticipate. She looked to her bed, and for 10 years her old mother traveled to the third floor and back, carrying trays, nursing her. Then one day the older mother, weary with a service, lay down and died. For some weeks the invalid languished. Then she got up, put on her clothing, and resumed living in again. Uh, some authorities declared that people may actually go insane in order to find in the dreamland of insanity the feeling of importance that has been denied them in the threshold of the reality. There are more patients suffering from mental disease in the United States than from all the other diseases combined. What is the cause of insanity? Nobody can answer such a sweeping questions, but we know that certain diseases such as syphilis break down and destroy the brain cell and result in the insanity. In fact, about one half of all the mental disease can be attributed to such physical cause as brain lesion, alcohol, toxin, and injuries. But the other half, then this is an appealing part of the story. The other half of the people who go insane apparently having nothing organically wrong with their brain cell. In postmortem examination, when their brain tissue are studied under the highest powered microscope, their tissue are found to be apparently just as healthy as yours and mine. Why do these people go insane? I put that question to the head physician of one of the most important psychiatric hospital. This doctor who has received the highest honor, and the most covered award for his knowledge of subject, told me frankly that he didn't know why people went insane. Nobody knows for sure, but he did say that many people who go insane find insanity for feeling of importance that they were unable to achieve in the world of reality.